Digital transformation is a hot topic today. Many professionals are deciding how to change their companies. Boards of directors are addressing how to deal with digital disruption. Courses, seminars. In fact, it's more difficult not to hear about it than the contrary. But what is it? What is digital transformation? And what can we do about it? There are many definitions about it, but let me share with you in the next minutes what we have been discussing as a collective knowledge in my classes. So I am Casimiro Juanes, and I am adjunct professor at IE Business School for executive MBA programs, in which I teach digital innovation and digital transformation. So I always start about the need. Why do we need to change? And a good start is the reading from Professor Klaus Schwab, The Fourth Industrial Revolution, which was the starting of 2016 World Economic Forum meeting, in which he states, "We stand on the brink of a technological revolution that will fundamentally alter the way we live, the way we work, and the way we relate to each other. The way we live, the way we work, and the way we relate to each other." That doesn't sound so much about technology itself, but about social, individual, about companies' changes. So let's start with the social changes, changes that affect all of us as individuals. And the first one is the collaboration, the capability to connect with others, which has exponentially grown thanks to technology. Now we can connect to thousands of people, even in remote locations, eroding all kinds of barriers. The best example is the social media, but there are many other ways to connect with others. And all that is also thanks to our capability to do everything with one finger touch only. So all the new applications, all the new ways to relate to others, all the new way for any kind of interactions, work or social, is included in one small device that we all have in our hands. And that device and the capability to be connected at all times allows us for more individual empowerment. So all of us as individuals are more empowered thanks to technology to do, to say, to shout with our voices, to do more things, to make it easier for us to change our approach to products or services. That individual empowerment together with the collaboration also allows us to build the power of many. So all the collective power capabilities that we have, thanks to enablement of technology, is helping all of us individuals to do more than we were before. So technology helps social to be more, to democratize many of the things that we're doing. But it's not only individuals that are changing, it's also other ways of society that are changing. So for example, the concept of ownership has changed dramatically, and now to use one thing, you don't need to own it anymore, as it was before. So concepts like car sharing or sharing economy are allowing us to have a better utilization of the existing resources. Technology is also helping with some of the key social challenges, such as urbanization and living in smart cities, or globalization, or even climate change. There are solutions such as the circular economy that can help us to improve our world that are enabled by technology as well. And talking about individuals, there are also some risks because of this democratization of data or allowing everything to be connected. Risks such as the information, that it's perhaps not trustworthy in some cases, or our own data privacy. So that is with relates to social changes, but all of us are not only members of a society, but also customers, and as consumers, we have forced companies to change. Some of the changes are as well because of companies have decided to drive that change before the consumers. So what is technology doing with the businesses? So first change is that companies today are born digital, but also born global, both things. So technology is helping to erode barriers, geographies, or political, or market barriers, even industry barriers, because that's what technology and data is helping. Another big change coming from both manufacturing and software development are the approach to apply lean and agile models into our ways of working, into the company's ways of working. And this is because it helps the companies to be more efficient, have less waste, and be closer to the customer needs. So changing our mindset to be agile, closer to the customer, and faster, it's one of the key transformations that companies are now going through. And another one, of course, is the amount of data. So the amount of data available allows for analyzing the customer behaviors, our competitors, other markets and industries, and other ways to do things, such as providing service-based models. So all the myriad of data that is available, public and private, allows for building new business models based on data or the use of data. So fundamentally, what is changing in the companies is the way that they approach the customer and they offer products or services. So basically changes the business models. The business models and the relationship between the companies and the customers is the most dramatic change that we can see nowadays. And all this is thanks to technology, because technology is of course enabling the change. And technology started with 4 basic components. First of all was mobility. So mobility allowed for delocalization and ubiquity, so everyone could be connected. Then the second one was cloud, which allowed for increased computational power. And this increased computational power was delocalized of a physical location. So companies have been able to have access to this computational power and storage and other kind of as-a-service models without the need to investing on them, just using them. Another big change is the collaboration matrix that have been enabled and later on evolved into social networks and some of them into platforms. So the collaboration between the different parts, especially between users, to create new things. And last but not least, once more, the data. Data, in terms of technology and the capability to analyze all this data, to report and to actually do things, has dramatically changed the companies as well. So these 4 start or basic technology enablers have then been allowed for other new technologies to be on top of this one. So mobility is now evolving into hyper-connectivity, and now we are talking about connection not only of people but also of things. And things connected in this Internet of Things, connected also through the new 5G environment that will come in a couple of years, will make that, according to Ericsson Mobility Report, for example, from year 2018 onwards, there will be more things connected than people, and this will enable for new business models. Data and the amount of data is allowing for building new ways to interact with the customer, with the products and services that are delivered in the ways of working. And this increase of data, alongside with the capability of computational power, it's also making robotics and automation to the next level, enabling them to do more things in a better way for the companies. Data is also allowing new models in which you can use data for cognitive systems or artificial intelligence, thus allowing for other new products and services offered to the customers. And on top of these ones, there are new other technologies that are helping as well, such as virtual reality, augmented reality, or now blockchain, which all of them are allowing for new business models. So all in all, putting all this together, digital transformation is enabled by technology, and that's a key word. It's enabled because it's not a technology change. It's a social and it's a business change. Change that is enabled by the different technologies that are happening around. That helps to erode barriers of entry, get into new markets, and create new business models.
Thanks for watching. This video has a second part. If you want to know more about digital transformation, why, what, and how, and its definition, please check this video.